welcome back. We're back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing some trades which we shared in our VIP signal channel. And I'll be basically explaining the reasoning behind it, and how trade management goes, because I've been getting people asking me questions that do I get losses, and the answer is yes, right? There is no strategy that will ever give you 100% win rate. So the market, we all know the market is a game of probabilities, right? So today is Monday, the 24th, and we actually carried over some trades from last week, and one of those trades was GBP USD, right, as you can see. But we'd already taken some partials since it was Friday, and left a runner. So as you can see, my stop loss was just below my entry right here, right? But unfortunately it actually went and took us out, but it's not a problem, because we did secure some profits on this last week. Right, so now looking at the first signal that was sent today, it was actually on gold. Right, this is what I saw on gold. Right, I mean, it's very clear to see that this was in a down phase. Right, it will make sense as I go to the charts. All right, so basically this is what happened as I entered right there, because I mean I had a pretty good information pattern right here. All right, so first leg, second leg, and I also saw this pin above the 50 EMA. So my stop loss was just above this area, right? And what happened was we actually took a loss on that one. All right, we took a loss on that trade. So if I go to the charts, let me just go to the charts and find gold right here. All right, so what basically happened is the dealer extended the high, right? The dealer extended the high of the day. But another thing also on this type of entry was our ultimate zone that was in charge is this area, because as you can see from this point we had a drop, right? Base. Oh, before we do that, guys, so basically gold has been shooting up. Gold has been on the move, right? So as you can see, the type of behavior that we identified here, right, because our recent higher low was this one, right? But was this one, and as you can see, it was taken out, right? One thing we can also identify on this chart is basically we had this area becoming weak because of the multiple hits to it, right? So as you can see, what happened when the dealer gave us this higher high, or rather when the market made this higher high, right, this second attempt to the high failed, right? So this attempt failed to break structure. So if this pair actually wanted to shoot up, right, we were going to get another break of structure. So it failed, right? So when you're now analyzing, those are the things that you look at, right? You look for such. So in this case, we failed, to get a higher high, and then finally we had price getting into this zone. Remember, multiple hits in that zone, right, giving us a pullback and a very aggressive move to the downside, right? So this move happened on Friday. Right, so our ultimate order block, right? Our ultimate order block is this one, right? This one right here. So basically what I did here is, the entry was a bit too early, but when the dealer does such, right? Because remember this, I mean, this is very clear to see. Look at this candle, very bearish, strong momentum, right? So with the VIP team, we took a loss on that one, right? As you can see, stop loss was hit on this trade. Do not revenge trade. We always wait for confirmation, right? We will always wait for confirmation, right? And then there we go. After that actually happened, we had a re-entry. We had another re-entry. In this case, as you can see, price actually respected this base drop area. So this was our sell zone, right? But a very clean sell zone and a fresh one, right? So yes, we entered and we were looking to take our profit somewhere near this low or this 200 EMA, right? So that's what you can actually see here, the fact that we did take a loss, but if the dealer shows you his hand, you can always get your money back. All right, so fine, whatever we lost on this one, we are actually holding this. We took some partials as always, right, because we do not want to see a trade go into profit and later close with a loss, right? We'll always try by all means to preserve our capital, right? So far with gold, it has moved over 160 pips on this one. So our ultimate target on this move, we want to see a nice push probably down to this 800 EMA, which also we also have a nice demand at that same area. So we can actually take our profits right there. Right. So that was gold. That was gold. So this was basically now the second signal, right? So we also looked at CAD CHF. Right, CAD CHF. We have been watching CAD CHF. If you actually watch the video before this one, right, you will be able to get an understanding of how we looked at CAD CHF. So we also sent that as a free signal. I'm not sure if I sent it as a free signal in the public channel. Let me just check. Oh yeah, I did. So there we go. Right. So we did not only share this with our VIP team, but we also shared this with everyone. I mean, this is a free channel, right? You don't have to pay anything. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people definitely made money on that move. So basically, going to CAD CHF on the chart, this is what we have. All right. So the first one here. No, this was a very good setup actually, because if you watched the previous video, I did explain, what was basically happening at this area, right? So it's very clear to see we had a peak, one level of drop, another level of drop, and then the third level of drop. What do we do when we see such? We look to go the other way, right? So just by looking at this, as you can see, these higher lows or lower highs rather, right, were being taken out. Structure was actually shifting now. Right, so I got to my terminal today because excuse me, what was pushing price here is this move from this order block right here. So I got to my terminal today, and it was a very clean setup. As you can see, we had a beautiful. Remember, our ultimate goal is to trade away from the peak, right? So we had this peak right here, and as you can see, the dealer, or rather the market, attempted to get down here. And this is what, we usually call the safety trade, right? Safety trade. So in this case, we had, good confluence on that one as well, because we had this area, this rally, base rally. And, I love how price moved away from that, meaning this was a very good order block to actually focus on. So this is what I saw today is, when I got to my terminal, a very clean W formation, as you can see, very clean W formation. And we entered this one. So everybody ate on this one, be it the VIP members or, the other guys in the free channel, right? We definitely made money on this one. So this one currently, not really a lot of pips, but our ultimate target, on this pair is I would love to see it push to the 800 EMA. All right, 800 EMA. So this is basically the 200 EMA, but I just changed the color because of my background. Right, so I just want to see this push to this area, and then we can take our profits. If this has, if this continues showing us that it wants to continue going up, we will always find a setup. Right, we'll always find a setup on that one. So yeah, basically, not really bad not really bad for a Monday. But we'll definitely, keep an eye, because we have some high impact news this week, especially CPI on the pound. So I will be keeping an eye on that as well, so we can take advantage of that. All right, guys. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment in the comment section. Engage with others. Leave a comment, leave a like, and share with your friends. Cheers.